Can I take my time? I am just so humbled and so grateful to the citizens of Fulton County who made this possible. Tonight, they delivered a strong and a powerful message. They want a district attorney that believes everyone deserves to be safe and everyone is entitled to some dignity. And it's a message that's pissing folks off, but there is no one above the law in this country, nor is there anyone beneath it. You all, 4 years ago, when I came and took this seat, me and that man over there, Chief Meadows of the city of South Fulton, we were really frustrated because we were telling people there was a gang problem. And people were acting like we had two heads. They said there was a gang problem in Chicago, there was a gang problem in LA, might have been a gang problem in DC, but there was not a gang problem in Atlanta. And we were saying, no, there is. And if you don't deal with reality, reality will deal with you. And so we put into effect a balanced approach.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. First and foremost, put a one in the chat if you can hear the sound of my voice. You know how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, you're probably wondering why that clip was played. You're probably wondering why we opened up with District Attorney Fani Willis. You're probably wondering why we didn't have the trailer for Republican candidate Courtney Kramer playing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have some bad news for you. I have some very bad news. Well, I don't know if it's so bad for some of you, but I have news nevertheless. You guys know when we promote an interview, you know you got to show up. You have to show up. This is crunch time. And you got to talk to the people. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, within the last hour, I received word from candidate Courtney Kramer's campaign team, or a rep for her, who stated to me that something came up. Something came up. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this interview was scheduled in advance and rescheduled as a courtesy. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I have a 2-strike rule. I got a 2-strike rule. I don't do 3 strikes unless I'm in Yankee Stadium in New York. Things happen. I get it. Things happen. People have busy schedules. Like myself, I have a busy schedule as well. But we are trying to bring this person in front of the residents of Fulton County. And while I said to her rep, it would behoove her to show up if she could. However, didn't happen. So what I said was, I'm still going to do the show. You're probably saying, how are you going to do the show without your guests? Well, she has the link. She can pull up. That is her option. She can pull up. I did something that I normally don't do. I send questions in advance. I don't want people thinking I'm trying to blindside them with the hard questions. I send them in advance. They were very good questions. They were questions that the residents of Fulton County, which I am a resident of, want to provide Attorney Courtney Kramer an opportunity to talk to the people. The days are ticking away, and people are going to go to the polls. So you want to be able to afford both candidates an opportunity to talk to the people. And we know, based on District Attorney Fonnie Willis's acceptance of her Democratic nomination to be the district attorney or remain the district attorney in Fulton County, she's spoken loud. We've seen her talk many times. But this day was for Courtney Kramer. It was for her to speak to the people, to the hip hop community, to the people that she says she wants to serve on day one. Why is this important? Because there was, and I don't want to talk too much about the press release that was put out, but Ms. Kramer showed up last week at the YSL trial, and she sat in the audience as an observer for about 20, 30 minutes. Prior to that, she put out a press release saying that she would end the YSL trial on day one. But I said, not so fast. I said this to myself, not so fast, Attorney Kramer. What I need for you to not just talk about the YSL trial, because while that trial appears to be off the rails, there are many other issues that we want to discuss. Many issues that we want to discuss. And so she was apprised of the questions in advance. And she may want to spin the block, but I don't know if I'm going to be available. I don't know if I'm going to have the time, but I want to make the time, as I did. So with that said, for whatever reason, she's not available today. And I don't treat this lightly, because while I'm not Fox News or CNN, or you guys know I get it in. And this was an opportunity. This was an opportunity. This was an opportunity for her to come in and talk to the people. You want to unseat a veteran district attorney, and this is before YSL trial. Fonnie Willis has a track record over many years. Prior to her becoming the DA of Fulton County, she had a track record prior to that in prosecuting cases. So this is not her first rodeo. And I think the people of Fulton County want to know if Attorney Courtney Kramer is up to the task. And not having a prosecutorial background or a background in criminal law poses concerns for many people in the county, because this is not the on-the-job type of training that you will get, or don't expect to get the on-the-job training. You have to be ready on day one, because there's many things that you have to be able to manage. First of all, budgets, major budgets, overcrowding, a backlogging cases, felony cases, a ability to build a relationship in the community, because you're serving the people. So while she's not here today, and I don't know what happened per se, but this is a second reschedule. I was reached out to do the interview. So that in itself is problematic for me. It's problematic. We don't have the time to play with any candidate when it comes to servicing the people. And again, YSL is just a small part of the bigger picture. It's a small part. I want to give it an opportunity. And this is part and parcel of trying to reach the people. You got to sit in front of the reporters. You have to look them in the eye and tell the people what you plan on doing. Specifics. Are you changing your administration? If you are lucky enough to unseat a Democrat in a stronghold in Fulton County, if you're strong enough to do that, and you feel you have the time to maybe not show up at interviews, I don't know if that's going to work too well. I don't know if that's going to work too well. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You can have your people call my people, and we can see if it's even doable. I have a busy schedule, and I saw what the proposals are, and time-wise, it doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is give you what I have available, and that is listening to DA Fonnie Willis give her acceptance speech.
But I need everyone in here to understand this is just a pause. We are not to the end of the road. In fact, I submit to you, we're at the beginning. The campaign does not end tonight. It begins tonight. And so right here tonight, this is a fundraiser in case you're confused. If you left some money at the door, go back and leave some more. I got 2 stores going on. Go and buy a t-shirt because you're going to need to wear it. Because we in this fight for the long haul. You all, in all seriousness, my opponent has super PACs already supporting her. The Republican Party of this country and the state have already supported her. But right here is a grassroots campaign. Nobody is supporting me but the people of Fulton County. And so we need you all the way in. If you believe this campaign, a very brilliant woman last night, Rachel Maddow, said that this campaign and this movement is the bellwether of democracy. And we need you to support us. 4 years ago, you elected me as DA to bring crime down. And I think you've heard we've done just that. But I need to remind you of where we were 4 years ago. Not only was crime just going wild, we also were in a state where George Floyd had just been murdered. And it was on the back of many, many atrocities. And as a result of these ugly, ugly things that were happening in our communities, people were dissatisfied with law enforcement and the justice system. And guess what? They were right. There was no reason to have this. Also, there are many here that are on my team, and they know we walked into a district attorney's office that was completely broken. But if I didn't do anything else right, I put together a team of fierce warriors, and they are making a tremendous difference, changing the challenges. Let me say that for you again, what the mayor said. Homicides are down 21%. That means mamas is going home hugging their babies. You understand? Those aren't just numbers. That means mamas are attending their sons' graduations. They going to their children's weddings. They are enjoying just having Sunday dinner, not buying caskets. I need you to understand that violent crime all over is down 25%. Rape is down 49%. Some of you will say, the doubters will say, well, crime is down all over the country. Yeah, it's down 5%. We're doing something right here in Fulton County. Understand, we have the 3rd largest crime drop in America. We only chasing San Antonio, Texas, and Arlington, Texas, and they about to be in my rear view if you know me. We've done this by unapologetically going after violent criminals and the powerful, no matter how powerful they think they are, while giving first-time offenders a second chance. We've developed programs for young people. I have the REACH program. It is the only program like that in the country where a DA's office is in the school system all year long. And folks challenge me on my budget, but Akeem, what I tell them? I'd rather see them in the classroom than in the courtroom. And this balanced approach is working because we are making tremendous progress. But please understand, I'm just getting started. Making this community safer. And this election is bringing in to focus very important matters about who matters. Should your safety depend on your zip code? What about your race? Should it depend on who you choose to love? Should it depend on if you're male or female? Bishop, I think it should apply to all of them. What you think, Bishop Jackson? I want you all to understand, hear it now. My opponent is completely unqualified. Completely. She has less than 4 years of practicing law. She has never been in a criminal courtroom. But while she is inexperienced and unqualified and does not represent the values of my county, don't get confused. She is a real threat because of who backs her and how they back her. She does not have allegiance to the people of my county. She has allegiance to politics and the powerful's interests. Oh, y'all read between the lines. She doesn't believe that everyone is afforded equal protection of the law. She doesn't believe in accountability. She will not do the hard work that is required of a district attorney that wants to make Fulton safer. And I want you to understand, this work is hard. Now, some say that we must choose between safety and justice, but I'm here to tell you they are wrong. What they are really saying, I want y'all to hear me. What they are really saying is that certain people matter less. That certain.
Okay, so again, for those who are joining in, candidate Courtney Kramer had a scheduled interview for today. We start promoting it 2 hours out. I get the text, conflict in schedule. So it's a lot to unpack there, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So what we have here is a district attorney who is speaking to the people. Love her or hate her, she's speaking to the people. Now, she touched on some important topics. The super PACs, the lack of criminal prosecution or criminal trial prosecution. That's big. That's major. That is significant. Just think about this for a second. I have to ask the question. If you are less qualified than a junior prosecutor in the office, how do you gain the respect of the people that you are trying to lead, to move the city in a direction? These are questions that have to be asked. We just can't trust anyone to be in that position. And while I agree, DA Fani Willis could have done some things differently, what you can't take away from DA Fani Willis is her experience. Can't take that away from her. So, at least our vote is not wholesale. And while some of you may not like the DA, she's shown up. She popped in the courtroom during the Trump hearings. I was there. I literally was there when she walked in. I shot the picture. She's probably not happy with the picture I shot, but it was the picture. And she showed up. So in life, you have to show up. You must show up. You can't run a race from the sidelines. You must show up. And it would probably take it could take one vote to decide the outcome of this election. It could take one vote. You can't afford not to show up to your interviews. And that's just real. That's what it is. I see the comments and I hear what you're saying, but listen to what the DA is saying right now. You have to listen to both sides at the end of the day. No one gets to skate in this election.
People's children matter less. I reject that. We cannot accept violence against anyone, including the impoverished, including minorities, including homosexuals, transsexuals, not anyone, and not women. As Matthew chapter 25, verse 45 says, truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you didn't do for me. But as we have labored in the vineyards of justice, I have been under constant attack. Y'all, they done called me everything but a child of God. I've had to move out of my home where I raised my two beautiful daughters. From the bottom of my heart, Chief Meadows, I will never be able to thank you enough for your team of servants that every day, folks don't know, twice a day, you had bomb dogs at my house. They don't know that you constantly kept the police on me. They don't know that Chief Shearbaum made sure when I got to that courthouse I was safe. They don't know the team that it took just to make sure I kept breathing. And I owe you and Chief Shearbaum and law enforcement my life. You are absolutely my hero, and I would not have gotten through this without you. But even with all the threats on my life, it is nothing compared to what the victims of violent crime in Fulton County have too often experienced, the deep sadness that comes with being made a victim. See, this is what they don't understand. They can attack us, they can beat us down, but they will not succeed. See, they don't know the fire that I come from. They don't know that Brother John Floyd. But this is the fire that we are made from. All the attacks in the world can't stop us, and they will not stop us. This is a fight for safety. It's a fight for justice, but it's a fight for the rule of law. And we are just at the beginning of this fight.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's unpack what DA Willis has said. And one of the things that sticks out for me is experience. Experience, a resume. We have to compare resumes. No different than an employer in a corporation will look at the resume before they hire the person. We'll look at the education, we'll look at the job experience, we'll look at the successes, the accolades, and we'll look at some of the failures. and then we'll weigh everything and see if that person is someone that we want to represent the company. With that said, what the people of Fulton County are going to look at is all that. They're going to make an educated decision as to who should lead Fulton County. This is for particularly the residents of Fulton County, not the people in California, not the people in New York, not the people in Louisiana, Texas. These are for the people in Fulton County. These people are the ones who will have to decide who will lead them into 2025 and who is able to help reduce crime, come up with solutions to reduce overcrowding in jails, move that docket along, come up with contingencies, and not take away unnecessary money for the people and the taxpayers. So that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear anything about you're doing this for political reasons. I want to see results. So do others want to see results. And I haven't chosen a candidate yet. I haven't chosen one yet. But I'm leaning in one direction right now. I haven't chosen. Many haven't chosen. But they want to see what the choices are. So DA Fonnie Willis pointed out something very important. The last two district attorneys, former DA Paul Howard and current DA Fonnie Willis, have experience. They have appointed both Republicans, or hired both Republicans and Democrats in their cabinet. So the questions I have for Ms. Kramer addresses that and many other questions. So we just need to hear from the person who's trying to unseat DA Fonnie Willis. It's not an automatic, and you have to prove that you're worthy of the highest law enforcement seat in Fulton County. The one who has the power to make indictments. It's so many questions, you know. For example, cop breaks the law. What is your position on that? What is your position on dealing with cops who break the law? Do they get a pass? Because quite honestly, former President Trump wants to grant cops immunity. What is your position on that? Because that doesn't feel good for a lot of people in Fulton County, especially with the many deaths that have occurred at the hands of law enforcement. So what is your position on that? We need to know. So we're going to listen to DA Fonnie Willis until Ms. Kramer pulls up. And she might pull up. We don't know. But we're giving her an opportunity. We're giving her an opportunity to pull up. We're going to give her that opportunity.
So I ask you to dig deep and keep fighting. Y'all missed it. It's a store in the back. I want to thank my supporters. I want to thank my daughters who have gone through things 20-year-olds should not have to go through. I want to thank my father who had to be displaced, who had to literally monitor my house just to make sure his child was okay. I have a really deep thank you to my friend and my partner, Mayor Andre Dickens, and a hero of mine, former Mayor Shirley Franklin. I want to once again thank Chief Darren Shearbaum, who when Andre put him as the chief, instantly said, I'm in this fight with you, and I recognize there's a gang problem. I want to thank Chief Meadows
you mean?
and my sheriff, Sheriff Labat,
No.
for all their inexhaustible leadership and for the courage that they've had to do to keep me safe. Bishop Jackson, thank you for always sending those text messages, all the prayers, making sure you rounded up the faith leaders, and that I had your support. From my pastor, Pastor Pollard, I love you and your wife. Thank you for taking care of me. To so many other religious leaders, Pastor Flippin, who I saw on here tonight, who've been with me when I'm winning and when I'm losing. Thank you for always standing with me. I want to deeply thank the brave women and men who serve as district attorneys and investigators in this county. Can y'all give them a round of applause?
Well, some of them, they all can't get that.
In case y'all don't know, we the best to ever do it. You heard what I said? We the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
To my campaign team, Charlie Bailey, Keisha Carter, Jeremy Howard Harris, Chris Hutman. We did that. I think they said 90. That's what I heard. Lastly, thank you to my dad for teaching me that everyone is entitled to dignity and everyone deserves justice. Thank you to my children for giving me the inspiration to keep getting up and doing this job. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the arc of the moral universe is long, but it always bends towards justice. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight, every now and then you get to stop and smell the roses. And tonight we're gonna stop and smell these roses. We are going to celebrate, we're gonna party. The DA drinking Grey Goose, in case anybody wondering.
Whoa! Grey Goose, Gorilla Grip.
We got a different kind of DA down here in the dirty, dirty South. But tonight we're gonna party, we're gonna celebrate these victories. We're gonna go to that store out there and we're gonna wake up tomorrow and fight harder. Thank you. Let's have a good night.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen. One thing's for certain, Fonnie Willis has personality. Grey Goose. She said, we drinking Grey Goose. But she didn't warn him about that drinking and driving. You might have missed that one, D.A. Willis. You get pulled over coming out the party. What happened? We had some Grey Goose. Why would you do something like that? Because the DA said so. Nah, but you know what I mean. So, Courtney Kramer, you got to come harder than that. Courtney, listen, I don't know if I want to know what you drank, but you got to come hard. Fonnie ain't playing with you. She's not playing with you. So, be ready for the debate. If she gives you a debate, be ready for it. I think she'll do a debate. Yeah, I can't with you guys, but listen, I'm sure Courtney's going to see this because clearly, wait a minute, hold on, guys, hold on. Oh my goodness. She wants to do it tomorrow, Saturday. It's tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen. She wants to do it tomorrow morning, Saturday. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you guys think? I don't know. So D says yes. D says yes. Listen, what do you guys think? No, tomorrow. The holiday weekend. You do know it's Fashion Week in New York, and I'll be in New York City for Fashion Week. Um, it starts next week. So I don't know. This is a holiday weekend, right? This is Saturday is. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. No fluff. No fluff questions. We don't do that at all. I don't know, guys. I had to ponder it, but Saturday. I don't know how I feel about that. Hmm. She can pull up now, Courtney. I know you're watching, Courtney. Come on, Courtney. Come on over here. Come on over here. I saw you on YSL Bumpus live last week. Come on over here and sit down with the reporter. Don't let those questions throw you off, because you got it in advance. I kept about 2 or 3 for myself. I didn't want to give you everything. I can't do that, but you know what it is. We'll see. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen, because that's going to set the tone on how this is going to be covered. Next week, no, I'm not. I got so much, I got so much going on next week. I can't really do it next week, ladies and gentlemen. Right, exactly, Kia Elder. Kia, don't do that. Don't do it, Kia. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see. We'll see what the schedule looks like. I can't say it may work for me. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work for me. But we'll see. Let me. I tell you what. Let me drop the link. Maybe you guys have some questions. Hold on. Let me drop the link. If you guys want to talk about anything right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time. We can talk YSL. We can talk D.A. Fonnie Willis. We can talk Courtney Kramer. I dropped the link. You want to come up and talk? Come on. If you're on Twitter, come on YouTube and click the link. We can talk. Bring you up. You click that link if you want to come up. I have an update in another case, but that's going to be, let's see here. I'm going to wait until after 5. Then we're going to update you on another high profile case. Click that link, D. Click that link. Oh, don't click that link, D. No, don't do that. Don't do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back later today and give you guys an update. Oh, okay. So Kayla didn't ask her any questions, though. She just put a comment on the screen and told Courtney to read it. What? Oh, heck no. No way. Kia Elder, she didn't do that. No way that didn't happen. Come on, guys. Come on, tell me that ain't so. I know Kayla didn't have her on the platform and didn't ask any questions. I know that didn't happen. I know that didn't happen. Well, I really don't know that didn't happen. But if you're getting on camera, you should be prepared to ask questions. You watched it, Kia? That really happened? See, this is why I hate people are so unserious. What was the whole purpose of putting the candidate that's running against Fonnie Willis on your platform and not ask the questions? If that really happened. Now, I hadn't seen the interview. I saw a screenshot of her bringing on the platform. But yeah, you got to ask real questions. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Um, we are too close to election to not ask the hard questions. The questions that will decide the direction of this county and as it relates to the criminal justice system, especially with these one, two, three. I think it's about 3 or 4 RICO cases going on right now. I'm covering at least 3 of them. Yeah, they're about 3 or 4 RICO cases. Yeah, this is not that type of job where you can just run in and say, okay, I'm with. No, 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 no. You got to have a team of people. And what does your team look like? The proposed team. Well, we'll see. And I think most of the lawyers already know the type of the lawyers that are represent defendants know the type of person that is needed to hold this position. Because what you got to have respect not just of your team, but the judges. The judges are not trying to come off the bench, at least not most of them, to help the prosecution. That's your job. So you got to be ready day one. You got to be ready. Wow, I didn't know that, guys. Yeah, sometimes people don't really take their newfound celebrity serious. They don't really use the platform, the opportunity to show others that they're serious about what they profess to be about. And people see that. They see that. Now, I know I've seen her moving with Lil Woody. Actually, you also put a 1 in the chat. Let's see if I got that picture. Let me see if I got that picture. Let me see if I got that picture, guys. Let's see. Let me see if I got that picture. I said I wasn't going to post the picture, but you saw that. You saw that photo of Lil Woody. No, hold on. Where's that photo at? You saw that photo of Lil Woody giving me the "How you doing?" You saw that photo. Hold on. Let's see if I got the photo here. Let's see if I got the photo here. Oh God. I know it's on my Instagram page, but let's see if I have it here. Hold on. Let's see if I have it here. Y'all seen the photo? Well, the photos on. Oh, there we go. Ooh, suka suka. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I didn't share this one. Okay, hold on. Okay, okay. I'm gonna share this one. They don't want me to share this one. I'm gonna share this one. We're gonna share this one for you guys here. Let me bring that up here real quick. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, you saw that one? Okay. Let me just bring it up for everyone who didn't see that one. He was showing me some love. Lil Woody said, I'm gonna show you some love, Mr. Byron. So I said, okay, show me some love. Show me some love. So he showed me some love. I'm gonna show you guys some love. What's up, Lil Woody? What's up, Lil Woody? You know what that is? I got a better shot of him too. That was just that's for the internet. He saw me, he said, wait a minute. Get that camera out my face. Nah, Playboy. I need some. Oh, you follow me? Okay. Shout out to Lil Woody. Man, let me just say this. They did a job on Lil Woody. Let's be honest. They did a job on Lil Woody. They did a job on Lil Woody. Nothing for nothing. Um, prosecutors shouldn't have acted in that manner. They shouldn't. They shouldn't have acted in that manner. And Lil Woody called the prosecutors out. I'm gonna tell you what took me out. I'm gonna tell you what took me out. I try to contain myself. But this is what took me out. Let me move this photo. Damn, Lil Woody, you don't want to get off my screen? Hold on. Come on, I'm gonna tell you what took me out here. When Brian Still asked Lil Woody to identify the prosecutors that visited him in the South Georgia jail, he did one of these. It was her. Pointing to DA Love. DA Love did this. You saw it. I saw the whole body. She did like stuff. You talking about me? Man, Lil Woody got some get back. He said, no. You're not going to play with me. I'm getting get back. I done told you time in and time out. I told you I was lying back then. Y'all up in here, my cell, about to get on your knees and beg me. I'm like, no, don't say that. That about to go viral. Hands on your knees. Who was that? That was Young Miami. D Fly International. D. I hope you got pre-check. But yeah, he said they were ready to get. She was ready to get on her knees. I'm like, wait, what? You know that had to hit like a punch in the gut. She's like, this little gremlin said, what? You ain't supposed to say stuff like that. You still got an open case, sir. And that open case that they decided to dead docket, that can be problematic. Hold something over your head so you can keep a short leash on him. But he didn't care. He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. He said, I'm telling. Who was it? Please point him out. It was her, DA Love. I'm like, oh my goodness. No way. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. This is awful. It makes you wonder, ladies and gentlemen, why the conviction rate is so high. Why the conviction rate is so high? Because this is like waterboarding. Just think about it. If you know about what happened in Guantanamo Bay with the people suspected of domestic terrorism, international terrorism, they shipped them to Guantanamo Bay, and there were reports of many of them being tortured. So if you wear a human being down by way of putting them in solitary confinement, the way he described the living conditions is disgusting. It should be investigated by the FBI, the Department of Justice. It should be investigated by the director of the FBI. Because he spoke, Director Ray, that's W-R-A-Y, spoke about people breaking the law under the color of authority. Director Ray spoke about this in a church in Alabama, the 16th Street Church in Alabama, where the 4 young ladies were killed. Do your search through a bombing back in the 60s. They placed a bomb at the bottom of the church, and 4 young ladies were murdered. He spoke about that, and he spoke about people in law enforcement, breaking the law under the color of authority. So when you hear a witness on the stand saying that he was essentially tortured, it was crazy. Oh my! Oh yeah. The judge said, hold on, Mr. Sharp. You don't listen. We get it. We get it. We get it. Ski. We get it. You don't have to do that. Don't be too. Yeah, but Max Sharp wanted to go in. I'm like, Max, calm down. There are children watching. Calm down. We get your picture. You want to introduce demonstrative evidence. That's the kind we really want to see, ladies and gentlemen. We get it. He was tortured. According to him, he was tortured. So we get that part. Pretty sad situation there, but you know, when you live a certain life, you kind of put yourself in a certain situation too. You know, knowing what you know and know how bad it is, you kind of put yourself in a certain situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to leave, but I'll be back. I will be back. D, enjoy your vacation. I'll see you when I see you. I'll see you when I see you. See, you're getting too descriptive here. Now we gotta kind of tone it down a little bit. Peace.